Have you ever worked so hard for something, only to realize you don't even have time to enjoy it? Sounds strange, right? But what if the biggest thing you're chasing is quietly stealing the very thing that matters most? And what if the real luxury isn't money, but time? David Walker was a successful businessman in Chicago. Every morning started the same way. His phone buzzed. Emails piled up. Meetings filled his calendar. And before he knew it, the day was gone. From the outside, David looked like he had everything. A great career, a beautiful office, a growing bank account. People admired him. Some even envied him. Then one day, after closing a huge deal, David decided to reward himself. He bought a luxury watch. Not just any watch. A watch worth nearly $1,000. It was elegant, polished, beautifully crafted. The kind of watch people noticed immediately. When he first put it on, he couldn't stop looking at it. It felt like proof. Proof that all those years of hard work had finally paid off. Monday morning arrived. David walked into the office wearing his new watch. Several coworkers noticed it. Nice watch. That looks expensive. Congratulations. The compliments felt good. Very good. But then the workday began. One meeting ran longer than expected. An urgent email appeared. Then another. A client called with a problem. Lunch happened at his desk. As usual, by the time he headed home, he suddenly realized something. He had barely looked at his watch all day. Not once. Tuesday was the same. Wednesday too. Then another week passed. And another. The watch stayed on his wrist. But his attention was always somewhere else. One afternoon, David walked past the employee lounge. Something caught his eye. A young employee named Mike was sitting by the window, holding a cup of coffee, doing absolutely nothing. At least that's what it looked like. No phone, no laptop, no rushing, just sitting there, watching the city, looking calm, peaceful, almost happy. Later that day, David approached him. "I don't get it," he said. "How are you always so relaxed?" Mike smiled. "I protect my free minutes." David laughed. "Free minutes? I don't think those exist." Mike glanced at the expensive watch on David's wrist. Then he said something David would never forget. "They exist. Most people just give them away before they notice them." David smiled politely, but those words stayed with him. That evening, he sat alone in his office. The building was quiet. The city lights glowed outside the window. For the first time in weeks, he looked closely at his watch. And suddenly, a painful thought hit him. Everyone around him seemed to have moments to pause. Moments to breathe. Moments to enjoy a coffee. Moments to think. Yet he was the one wearing the expensive watch. And he was also the one with no time to appreciate it. The watch measured time, but it reminded him of something deeper. He had spent years making money, yet he had never learned how to make space for life. That realization changed him. Not overnight, not dramatically, just one small step. The next morning, David blocked 15 minutes on his calendar. No meetings, no calls, no emails. 15 minutes, only for himself. At first, it felt uncomfortable, almost wrong. Then something unexpected happened. He started enjoying it. Those 15 minutes became the calmest part of his day. Sometimes he reflected. Sometimes he planned. Sometimes he simply sat quietly. And occasionally, he looked at the watch he had worked so hard to buy. Months later, David still wore that watch. But it no longer symbolized success. Success meant something different now. Having time to breathe. Time to think. Time to be present. Because, at the end of the day, money can buy many things. But if your schedule owns every minute of your life, even the most expensive watch becomes meaningless. The real wealth isn't having more money. The real wealth is having a few free minutes that truly belong to you.